Hey y'all, so in this video I want to share some encouragement for those of you who are in pharmacy schools, for those of you who are just feeling a little down and feeling like you will not be a good enough pharmacist. I used to always worry about what people thought of me and would try so hard to live by society's standards. Then I realized that I was created to be different, and regardless of what I did, I would never fit in. So I decided to follow my dreams instead. Join me on this journey as I grow in my faith, go through the ups and downs of pharmacy school, and most importantly, being God's masterpiece. So a little bit about me. I am in my last year of pharmacy school. In May of this year, I will be getting my Doctor of Pharmacy degree. But I want to share some encouragement with the semester starting back up. I know that there can be, a lot of doubt and a lot of fear just about the upcoming semester, the classes that you're taking, and just feeling a little down. Some of you might not have gotten the grades that you wanted. Some of you might not have passed the class. Some of you, just might be feeling down. Some of you might be working and it's getting really frustrating at your job and you're starting to doubt and question if you're going to be a good enough pharmacist. And I have been there. I'm kind of there now. I was talking to a pharmacist and she was sharing with me how difficult it was for her to pass her board exams. And if you guys don't know, there's a pharmacist who is on YouTube. His name is Ghana Boy PharmD. I don't remember his name, but I will put it in the description. I will link him here. But yeah, he also even shared about how it was difficult to pass one of his boards, but he eventually got there and he is a great pharmacist now. And the pharmacist who I spoke with, she is an incredible pharmacist. Like, she's great. And I was thinking to myself, on my rotation now is in the NICU, and it's been really difficult to grasp some of the things that I need to do. It's only been 1 week, but I'm really hard on myself, if you haven't noticed already. It's just been really difficult for me, and so I was beginning to feel like I'm not going to be a good pharmacist when I graduate because I wasn't getting the things that I felt like I should be getting. And I was just really just feeling really down. And then I had to realize that you're still learning as a student. You don't have to have it all together. You don't need to feel like you need to be the smartest person in the room. No. But if you have that drive and if you have that dedication to be a pharmacist, that's all you need to worry about. And I had to remind myself of this and recognize, hey, just because you don't get something now, that doesn't mean that you won't get it later. That doesn't mean that you not understanding one thing right now is going to determine the whole course of your career. And a lot of times we have to be told these things because, not getting something in the moment, it feels like you're dumb. It feels like you don't know what's going on. It feels like, oh my gosh, I should know this, but why don't I? I'm making this mistake at work, but I should know it. We are human. I'm not saying that as pharmacists we could just make mistakes and it's okay. No. But we are students and there's grace. And you also have to recognize that when you work as a pharmacist, if you have a good team, they help you out. If you're not sure of something, if you don't remember something, you can ask your team member. You don't have to necessarily do everything on your own. And I had to realize that because I was beginning to feel like I wasn't going to be a good enough pharmacist because of this rotation and feeling like, oh my gosh, if I don't know this means that I'm dumb. And no, it just means that you need to work a little harder. And that's all. And if you have that mindset of just recognizing, you know what, I don't get this, but I'm going to make sure that I understand it by the end of this rotation. That's the type of attitude that you need to have. So don't be discouraged if you don't understand something. Don't be discouraged if your on rotation doesn't make sense. Don't be discouraged if you fail that exam. Always remember the end goal. The end goal is to be a pharmacist. And I have to constantly remind myself of that and recognize that I'm not going to always have it all together. No one does. But take your mistakes as lessons. One of the things that I posted on Instagram about what I learned in 2019, and it was that your mistakes don't define you, but instead define your mistakes as lessons. Don't be so hard on yourselves. We are our biggest critics, and we can really just, bring ourselves down, but give yourself some grace. You don't have to have it all together. You don't need to know everything, but just have the drive and determination to understand the things that you don't understand right now. And trust and believe it'll happen. I've talked to some pharmacists who said that they really struggled in school, and now they are incredible pharmacists. You may not pass that class, you may not pass that exam, you may not pass that board exam, but if you work harder to learn from what you did wrong the first time to do better the next time, that's all that matters. So, when people see a physician, they don't see they failed the step exam twice. Like, they don't see that. I don't know if you can fail twice. For all you physicians out there, how does it work? I don't know. But people don't see your doctor and just say, like, oh, this person failed their boards 3 times. Like, no, they just see a doctor. So if you have the right attitude, if you have the right mindset, I just want to encourage you to know that you can be a great pharmacist if you put your mind to it, if you work hard at it. You don't have to have it all together. Trust and know that at the end of the day, you will be a pharmacist regardless of what it takes to get there. And I'm saying this with so much passion because I need this encouragement right now. Although in your last year you're just doing rotations, but it can get really discouraging when you learned something but you just can't remember it. And you have to give yourself some grace because, if you're not working in that area, or if you're not practicing something all the time, you're not going to know it. And that's okay. Now is your chance to learn and to grow in your knowledge. So don't be so hard on yourself. And I'm telling myself this too because I'm really hard on myself. Like, I'm an Enneagram 2 Wing 3 for anyone who knows what that is. But Wing 3 is the achiever, and man, that couldn't have been any more precise because I really am like a go-getter and get really discouraged when things don't, go the way I intended, especially when I worked hard for it. So I'm just learning to give myself some grace, and I hope you do the same. So y'all already know the deal. You can comment below, or you can email me at behismasterpiece@gmail.com. Go out, be kind, be caring. If you like my t-shirt, you can get it on my website about my merch. Even though I don't know if the pink one is on there. If it is, if not, I have the black and white. So yeah, get my merch. More merch coming soon. I just need to figure out some things. So yeah. But go out, be kind, be caring, be loving, and as always, be his masterpiece. Bye, y'all.